Welcome to Abed 3100 Business Communication here in Richards College Business at the University of West Georgia. As you can see from this first page of the course syllabus, there's a table of contents and there are different areas that you can automatically click to in order to find what you're looking for. The first part of the course syllabus deals with the Wolf Pact. The Wolf Pact is something from Richards College of Business that basically ensures that all students that are receiving a business degree promote and maintain high standards of integrity, demonstrate professional behavior, strong ethical actions, and appropriate personal conduct. By signing off and agreeing to this will hopefully allow our degree today to be valuable in the future, knowing that all students that graduate from this program do conduct themselves in these professional manners. This part of the syllabus has to do with instructor information, where you can find out your instructor's name, location of their office hours, along with important contact information. The one thing that's important to notice here in this part is that when you contact your professor, please make sure that you do it through your Gmail account and not through the email function in CourseDen. Further in the syllabus is, of course, information. The one thing that I wanted to make sure you're aware of is that within the various things you're going to be doing in this course, the major team project is actually a service learning project that is going to enable you to have more of a real world experience because you'll be working with departments or student organizations on campus to help them communicate in a more effective and strategic manner. So please make sure you take the time to look over some of the other things that you'll be experiencing in this course. Due to the online nature of this course, in terms of the delivery methods, you will be going online each week. Now, each week there will be an attendance question that will be due on Wednesday. You'll have to submit that on Wednesday, no later than 11:59 p.m. And this ensures that you have seen all the requirements for the week, and all the other requirements will, in most cases, be due on Sunday. But you need to make sure that you go in ahead of time so you can plan and anticipate. You are going to be spending the same amount of time online as you would if you were in a campus class, which is 150 minutes a week or 2.5 hours. So you want to make sure that you have good time management and that you include that when you are determining how much time you need to plan for your courses. When you're planning for your courses, these 2.5 hours do not include readings or projects, but it includes other activities like reading assignments, interactive activities, PowerPoint presentations, different activities or discussion threads, and other activities and assignments that will be found within CourseDen. The learning goals of this course are stated here, and they line up to our accreditation through the AACSB. One of the nice things is that this semester you're going to be doing an AACSB project where you'll be meeting the goals of number 1, which is students will effectively incorporate technology to produce high-quality professional documents, and you'll be doing that through a written business communication report. Your textbook for the course is the third edition of the McGraw-Hill book by Peter Carden called Business Communication, Developing Leaders for a Networked World. The book is $80, and this is when you purchase it online directly through CourseDen. There's a 2-week courtesy period, so you do not have to pay for it right off the bat, but you can have 2 weeks to pay for it. If you purchase it at the bookstore, it is more money. It's, I think, over $100. So you want to make sure that you purchase it online, save yourself some money and some aggravation. The other thing you're going to need to do for this course in terms of requirements is make sure that you have Microsoft Office 365, which is a free download from the Student ITS department here at the University of West Georgia. This will allow you to have PowerPoint 2016, which has the recording tab and a lot of other nice new features. And the recording tab is what we're using right now. You'll also need a webcam for our different meetings and for your slide recordings. You can do that from a webcam that you buy individually, or you could use a webcam that might be already installed in your laptop, computer, or tablets. The next important part of our course syllabus are the course policies. Due to the fact that this is a communication course, the attendance policy is very strict. Starting on week 2, you will have an attendance question, as mentioned before. This needs to be done before Wednesday. If you have more than 2 absences or where you haven't completed the attendance question, then your grade will be lowered by 1 letter grade. So it's very important that you answer all of the attendance questions and all of the assignments in order to do well. Also, if you are going to be absent or not able to meet some of your goals for the week, you need to make sure you contact your professor immediately so you can figure out what can be done to make up that work or to get that work completed. The next area deals with professionalism, and professionalism is very important in this course. The first chapter you're going to read is about credibility and just how credibility and professionalism plays on how you are perceived by others in terms of your writing and your speaking. So in this course, you are expected to communicate in a professional manner, whether you're writing an email to your professor or an email to the department that you choose to work with in your team project, but you need to make sure you use proper English, good grammar, spelling, formatting, and punctuation. If not, points will be deducted. As I mentioned, it's very important if you do not have effective or correct English language arts skills, that affects your credibility and your professionalism. As with handing in professional documents, you need to make sure that your professional documents, you follow all the directions, that you use black font, and that you follow the instructions laid out here in your syllabus. Certain assignments might have certain requirements, and if that's the case, then follow the requirements of those documents. But you'll be using Microsoft Office. As you are using the Microsoft Office 365, you'll be able to access the entire suite, which includes Microsoft Word. And all of your files do need to be turned in as Word documents. As for professional presentations, we will have a professional presentation, your team project presentation, and then a few smaller presentations. You need to make sure that you dress professionally, especially for your team project presentation, or points will be deducted. Some of the other presentations, including the presentation that you're going to be doing next week for your introduction, can be more casual, but you cannot wear any hats or any kind of garments that hide your face, and you should not be chewing gum. So make sure that you are as professional as possible in all of your presentations. And then the last part would be meeting every deadline. Make sure that you meet every deadline by turning in your assignments on time. If for some reason you have an assignment that you know you're not going to be able to make, be sure to contact your professor. There could be an extended deadline, either with penalty or without penalty, but you need to be in touch with your professor and be responsible for your actions and for the deadlines. The next section deals with the assignments in this course. And as you'll see, there are several different assignments. 32% of your grade will be made up based on participation. You can see the projects and assignments listed. 30% of your grade will be your team project. 18% of your grade will be your individual project. And 20% of the grade will be course assessments like exams and other writing examples or review quizzes. And the grading is based on the University of West Georgia's grading scale, so you'll be able to see that and understand that as well. The final part of your course syllabus deals with the course calendar. And it's important that you notice that this is a tentative calendar of assignments and due dates. You are going to need to refer to CourseDen for accurate daily calendars and due dates. At times, assignments could be deleted, or assignments could be added, or due dates could be extended, and that is not going to show up on this calendar because obviously this calendar has been created before the actual course takes place. So again, your first place to look and your most correct and accurate place to look would be on CourseDen when you have questions about what is due and what assignments you'll be responsible for. You'll notice that this course calendar is broken down by week based on the activities and when things are due. There are due dates for the attendance that's indicated earlier, Wednesday, no later than a certain date. And at times, like this introduction video, there'll be earlier deadlines as well. So this will be located here on this course calendar, but again, on CourseDen, it will be more accurate and it will provide you with the same information. At this point, I'd like to turn your attention to CourseDen, and I'd like to explain how to navigate through CourseDen. The first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to make sure that you look at the announcements feed. Oftentimes you'll find important information on the announcements feed, so check there. The next thing that you want to do, and you'll always want to do this, is you'll want to go into content. In addition to this homepage that has the calendar events, under content, everything is listed on a weekly basis so that you can go through and you're able to see what to expect in each week. You'll notice that in each week there's a checklist. So when you click on the checklist, you can actually move this to another tab and you'll be able to check off when you've completed the different assignments as well. So in this case, you'll see week 1, and then you can click the arrow and go specifically into other parts of week 1, into the Wolfpack agreement, and so on. So you can either click the arrows as I just indicated, or you can go back into the tab and you can go directly into the week and then click on the assignments that you're interested in. There is also an overview and the course schedule and the table of contents over on this side. But the most important part to think about is that you're going into this content for each week and going sequentially week after week and assignment after assignment. If you go directly under assessments, either in assessments or discussions, you will not see everything that is due because there are several videos that you're going to be watching and surveys that you'll be completing. So you need to make sure that you do that sequentially each week, each time you go through the courses. At this point, hopefully you have a good idea of what to expect in this course based on going over the syllabus. Again, you'll need to read it in more detail, and also that you're aware of how to navigate through CourseDen. You'll notice that there's a short quiz based on the syllabus and based on how to navigate through CourseDen, so please make sure that you complete that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact your professor at any time. Thank you and have a wonderful semester.